Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I want to be free as can be.
They say that freedom is the ability to fully experience life. The GUT Credit Union is giving you the freedom to choose. Get a loan for any purpose, whether it's consolidating your debt, buying a vehicle, owning your home, back to school, or a dream vacation. We offer competitive rates with terms and payments that fit your lifestyle. Call 440-1354. Email loans@gutcu.com or visit go.gutcu.com/freedom to start enjoying your life, your money, your way. Promotion ends September 30th, 2022. Special conditions apply. More freedom, more choices. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the Network News from Monday, October the 10th, 2022. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines, Catholic Bishop reminds the regional security system it exists not for the sake of our governments, but for the people. Labour Minister seeks unity with trade unions to tackle the issue of pension reform. Grenada Cancer Society says reduced volunteerism is impacting the organization's ability to care and provide attention required. And in around the globe, in the region, I'm disappointed. Sir Hilary Beckles reacts to Cambridge University's reparations offer. In international news, Kiev mayor says what Russians did is genocide of Ukraine population. And coming up in sports, Spice Girls squad announced for upcoming netball tournament. Details right after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Catholic Bishop Father Clive Harvey says regional security must mean more than guns and ammunitions, as he urged the members to maintain their unity, wherein lies their strength. The RSS celebrated 40 years on the weekend with a church service in Grenada. More in this Christina John report.
And that's something I want you to leave here with. If RSS exists, it exists not for the sake of our governments, or any other government for that matter. It exists for the sake of the people. And you as security officers must always understand, whether you're just a simple policeman or a commissioner, you must always understand that what you do is for God's people.
That was Catholic Bishop Clive Harvey delivering the homily at the 40th anniversary church service of the regional security system. The occasion was marked by a church service held here in Grenada at the Blessed Sacrament Catholic Church in Grandin, St. George, where 30 years ago the first treaty of the RSS was signed. According to Bishop Harvey, security should mean more than arms and ammunition.
Security must mean more than arms and ammunition. Security must mean more than technology, because some of you policemen think you know the technology, but there are young people who know more than you will ever know. And if they become the proponents of the violence and the insecurity, we are in serious trouble.
Bishop Harvey urged the grouping to maintain that unity, because in that unity lies their strength, and in so doing there will be trust in the people. Prime Minister and present Chairman of the RSS Council of Ministers, Honorable Dickon Mitchell, in delivering his remarks, highlighted some of the contributions made by the RSS over the years.
As the RSS celebrates 40 years of service to the people of our 7 member states, namely Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we salute them for their service and commitment. It has already been alluded to this morning that Grenada was the first member state to benefit from a major deployment of the RSS in October 1983, this month, together with military forces of partners and troops who were deployed in Grenada to restore democracy after a period of political upheaval.
Prime Minister Mitchell notes that since its inception, the RSS has activated its response mechanism at least 24 times in support of member and non-member states.
Since the establishment of the RSS in October of 1982, this organization has been relied upon for advice in a wide range of security matters and resource mobilization in support of national forces responding to various national threats, ranging from natural hazards, significant instability due to heightened activity from organized crime groups, attempted coups, among other matters.
Present were prime ministers and chiefs of security from across RSS member states, officers of both military and police organizations from the 7 islands, as well as RSS's partners and affiliates, uniting at the very location where the RSS treaty was signed almost 30 years ago. The service was preceded by a march past by troops from across RSS member states. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Solidarity Week is being observed by the Grenada Trade Union Council. Minister for Labour, Senator Claudette Joseph, is highlighting her government's commitment to the workers of the country. Gerard Joseph has the details.
Citing the several steps the NDC administration has taken to ensure a cordial relationship with the labour unions and for the best interests of workers, Labour Minister Senator Claudette Joseph says the National Democratic Congress looks forward to uniting heads and hands with the unions to tackle the issue of pension reform.
My government is confident that working with the unions, we will find a solution that serves the interests of all workers, the wider community, and the economy in the long term. My government is committed to the transformation agenda on which we were elected. However, we recognize that unity between government and the labor movement is critical to achieving the success we all wish for.
Having appointed and convened the Wages Advisory Committee and the Labour Advisory Board, the Labour Minister notes the importance of unity in navigating the volatile and uncertain global situation.
Furthermore, we are pleased to have commenced the conversation on the need to regularize contract workers, not just in the public sector, but in the private sector as well. And we welcome the union's support in this regard.
Senator Joseph says in enhancing the labour climate for all workers, solidarity must be had among government and unions to ensure the quality of life is lifted. The Minister of Labour reiterates that government and unions must recognize that they share constituents, thus their respective agendas will be served if they work together.
My government in these early days has clearly demonstrated that it has the best interest of all workers at heart, given the steps we've taken so far. We intend to move forward in this vein, expecting full cooperation, support, and solidarity from our brothers and sisters in the trade union movement, as together we move Grenada forward. Once again, on behalf of my colleagues in government and on my own behalf, I wish all workers and unions a successful and enjoyable Solidarity Week.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Over 2 years of fighting the global pandemic have not put a halt to the incidences of cancer island-wide. However, they have unfortunately eaten into the cash of volunteers able to make themselves available for organizations such as the Grenada Cancer Society. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
This notable reduction in volunteers making up the core team offering cancer screening and support to cancer patients, survivors and their families has affected the Cancer Society's ability to give the level of care and attention required. Dr. Sonia Nixon, interim chair of Grenada's Cancer Society, said that the society currently has no paid personnel and that the ability to meet together as an organization during the last 2 years and previous cutbacks on patient screening due to closed contract requirements have severely impacted them.
Volunteerism probably is a problem that almost every single voluntary organization has. Not only because people aren't as interested, but simply because COVID has kept us away from each other. So just mobilizing people to come and be volunteers has been a major challenge for us and all the other organizations. You ask and they tell you, volunteers to spread the news, to talk about cancers, to go out there to assist with screening, to give support to persons who may or may not be volunteers. This has not happened. None of them don't have volunteers, but we all need a lot more. We need more people out there, more boots on the ground, more people talking about it. How are we going to solve it? Like I said, collaborating with other community-based organizations, other organizations that are already existing.
As October is also recognized as Breast Cancer Awareness Month globally, Dr. Nixon says that putting activities and plans in place is more challenging due to the shortage of volunteers, and as such, they partner with other organizations. She spoke of some of the areas volunteers are needed in.
Just come, help to sell t-shirts, help to give out flyers in the community. People who are there who can come, work with the plan from a central point and take the message back to the communities, have ongoing support groups and that kind of stuff. That's what we want. We also need like nurses and physicians and stuff, so that when we're doing screening that recognizes, that requires specific skills, we like them to be a part of this whole thing.
Grenada Cancer Society is appealing to Grenadians to take a better look at their lifestyle and bodies to see whether they fall into high-risk categories, as well as teaching themselves how to examine their breasts for lumps and to help their partners do the same for them. She also appeals for more volunteers.
Whatever it is, and if you think that the Cancer Society is somewhere that you can work, just come. Our offices are up on the way to the hospital, the main hospital, at the Presbyterian Church office. The number is 435-9869. And just come in or call and see what you think you can do. And of course, we all we accept newness, because when you get to like my age, and those of us who've been there long, we tend to think in a very singular way. We need new ideas and stuff in order to make this work.
The Grenada Cancer Society will collaborate with the St. Andrew Development Organization for their walk on Saturday, October 29th, and with the Grenada Realtors Association on Sunday, October 30th. Please check the Cancer Society's Facebook page for details. The doctor also appeals to people to support the event and volunteer. For GBN News, I am Rena Pierre-Thomas reporting.
There's a thin line between sanity and insanity, and it's a line health officials are urging people to protect and maintain as the world recognizes World Mental Health Day. We get more in this report.
Today, October 10th, marks World Mental Health Day. Minister of State with responsibility for social development and gender affairs, Gloria Ann Thomas, reminds all of the importance of protecting and maintaining one's mental health. In an address delivered to the nation, Minister Thomas vows that her ministry will work towards ending stigma and discrimination.
Depression and anxiety as common forms of mental illness are on the rise, and we each must do our part to encourage our family members, co-workers, neighbors, church brothers and sisters, partners, or anyone who is struggling emotionally and psychologically to seek help.
Noting the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, she said countries around the world are being urged to invest in mental health services.
Ladies and gentlemen, good mental health today is more critical than ever before. We must take steps to guard and promote our own mental health. Love your mind, as it is your most important asset.
It is stigma and discrimination that often results in some people suffering in silence. Churches, non-governmental organizations, the private sector, and community organizations are being urged to get on board as mental health matters. The theme for this year's celebration is Make Mental Health and Well-Being a Global Priority for All. Minister for Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Jonathan Lacrette, looks at legislative changes to put mental health issues within that priority list.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Grenada, is currently reviewing our draft Mental Health Act with a view to amendments that will speak to principles that will drive the provision of mental health services in Grenada. Moreover, we have seen the need for a wellness council that will be tasked with the policy mandate to promote a culture of physical, psychological, financial, and emotional well-being.
Don't ignore these signs of mental issues.
Changes in sleeping and or eating patterns, withdrawal, loss of interest in activities that they once enjoyed, problems with memory and or concentrating, exhibiting excessive worry or fear, suicidal ideation, hallucinations, paranoia.
Cherry Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Grenada among Caribbean countries benefiting from a $3 million fund from the United Nations. Stay with us.
My name is Mr. Bernard McIntosh. I chose to become a member of the Ariza Credit Union early in the 1980s when I was introduced by one of my co-workers. Very early after I would have become a member, my first loan was a very smooth and easy sailing for purchasing of a motor vehicle. As a youth, you know, young, early 20s and so on, every young guy look out to have a ride, and that was very easy. On this, it's the 75th year of transforming lives. I want to congratulate the Ariza Credit Union. Definitely, I know my life has been transformed because I would have never achieved most of the things that I have achieved had I been associated with a different financial institution. Hey, Nationals, where are you? Are you with us or are you elsewhere? Listen to me. It's not just a savings with Ariza. It's a prudent investment.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low? For one, we size our transformers just for what we need, and we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LED. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
How do you know if it is working?
We pay attention to the usage history table. Over time, our average usage has decreased.
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
If prosperity really matters to you, come home to Grenada Cooperative Bank. Since 1932, we have shared the same values: financial diligence, investing with prudence, transparent compliance, consistent performance.
Welcome home, Grenada.
No matter the economic climb, we always stand the test of time.
Welcome home, Grenada, the bank that goes the extra mile. Welcome home, Grenada, the bank that serves with a smile.
Welcome to a bank you can truly call your own. Grenada Cooperative Bank.
We care because you matter.
Co-op Bank. Welcome home.
Island Style is having a massive pre-Christmas clearance sale. Before you hear, ho ho ho, these styles need to go, go, go. We're cleaning out our old stock to bring in the new.
Yes.
Amazing discounts of up to 60% off on select tile models store-wide.
I love Christmas.
Yes, you heard right. Lowest prices ever at Island Style on ceramic and porcelain tiles. Our Santa stylers are waiting to help you save big on these fabulous deals. It won't get any better than this. Visit Island Style on Monroe Road in Grandad's or call 439-TILE. That's 439-8453. Sail on while stocks last. When you think tile, think Island Style.
Yeah.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Did you know that the National Policy on Sports and Physical Activity has a cradle-to-grave concept? The objectives of the draft policy focuses on inclusiveness of all ages. It includes providing an enabling and non-discriminatory environment that will motivate citizens to actively participate in sports on all levels and across all age groups, to provide athletes from every sporting discipline who demonstrates the ability to become world-class performers with the opportunity to excel at that level, and providing all Grenadians with the opportunity to develop a solid technical foundation in sports. You have an opportunity to make further recommendations for the effectiveness of the National Policy on Sports and Physical Activity by attending the reconsultation meetings in your area. Get involved.
You've asked for it, and now it's here. The NLA announces its new mid-morning draw, commencing September 30th at 9:45 a.m. Yes, you heard right. Draws for Pick 3, Cash 4, and Playway will now be conducted 3 times daily at 9:45 a.m., 12:45 p.m., and 7:45 p.m., Monday to Friday. The Saturday draws remains twice daily. And that's not all. Simply place your non-winning Cash 4, Pick 3, and Playway tickets valued at least $10 from a single purchase in the NLA branded box at your favorite sales location. 4 chances to win 10 prizes of $1,000 each. Whoa! $10,000 is up for winnings. Compliments the NLA. Be sure to write your name, address, and contact info on your entries before submitting. Promotion runs from September 30th to October 28th and would be drawn on Friday, November 4th, 2022. NLA, making your dreams a reality while supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
Megafest 2022 Gospel Explosion is finally here. Join the youth of the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists under the green and white tent at Progress Park in St. Andrews from Sunday, October 9th to the 29th at 7 p.m. and continuing nightly for an electrifying evangelistic experience like no other. Come hear the ever-exhilarating Pastor Oliver Scott shatter the kingdom of darkness with thundering messages from the Word of God. If you ever needed the Lord before, we sure do need Him now. Come find hope in the midst of your pain. See you there.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Joshua Paul, a 68-year-old resident of Pointsfield, St. Patrick, passed away at the General Hospital on Friday, the 7th of October, 2022, while being treated for a gunshot wound to his leg. A press release issued by police explained that during the early hours of Thursday, the 6th of October, a uniformed police officer responded to a crime in progress at Seton James Street, Grenville, St. Andrew. On arrival, he met and detained the offender. The release further states that while being escorted to the police station, an incident occurred. Mr. Paul received a gunshot wound to his leg and was immediately taken to the Princess Alice Hospital and then transferred to the General Hospital, where he subsequently passed away. An autopsy to determine his cause of death has been ordered. 20 accidents within 3 days, with one resulting in 5 persons seeking medical attention at the General Hospital. More in this report from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
Officers attached to the traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force said they were busier than usual over the weekend as they recorded 20 vehicular accidents from the period of Friday the 7th and Sunday the 9th October. Officer 838 Troy Paul explains.
The weekend, starting from the 7th to the 9th, which is Friday to Sunday, which we term over the weekend period, was somewhat busy for members of the traffic department. So far, we had a total of 20 accidents reported to the various police stations throughout the Tri-Land state of Grenada, in which 18 of these 20 are of minor nature and 2 reported to be serious.
Officer Paul says that while these accidents are still under investigation, he believes that most could have been avoided if drivers adhere to road signs and speed limits. He said the 2 major accidents were recorded in the parish of St. Andrew and St. David.
So on Saturday, the 8th of October, we had a serious accident which occurred at Telescope St. Andrew, where one vehicle lost control and collided with 3 other vehicles. The damages in that accident was extensive. However, we had 2 minor injuries. Persons were injured in that accident as well. However, those 2 persons seek medical attention and was discharged from the hospital. Also, we had another on the 9th at Wester Hall in St. David, where it was a head-on collision. Vehicle was traveling the opposite direction when they collided. However, 5 persons were hospitalized as a result of that accident.
Vehicle owners are being called upon to have a designated driver when drinking alcohol and reminded to stop and rest when they feel fatigue.
From the traffic department, we just want to implore on drivers to be vigilant while you're on the nation's road, especially driving at night. Persons, even if you may out having a good time. Remember your alcohol consumption. Remember fatigue driving. If you're drinking, do not drive. Also, please obey our speed limit signs, signals, and so forth. Persons must also be reminded that you must properly maintain your vehicles so that when the time comes for you to stop, especially your braking system and the other aspects which cause one's vehicle to come at a complete stop, that these must be properly maintained.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Grenada is among 4 Caribbean countries expected to benefit from a United Nations Sustainable Development Goal Joint Fund program aimed at reducing poverty and vulnerability in the region. Christina John reports more.
The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal Joint Program was launched recently in St. Kitts and Nevis and is being led by UNICEF in partnership with other UN agencies such as the World Food Program, the International Labour Organization, and UNESCO at a cost of approximately $3 million. Minister for Education, Youth, Sport and Culture, Senator David Andrew, welcomed the program.
This program is timely, as many of us are still grappling with the impact of COVID-19 on several of our key sectors, such as education, agriculture, and tourism, but in particular on the vulnerable, including women and children, and those involved in the informal work sector, for whom security and formal protection are largely unavailable. Furthermore, the program has well incorporated elements of Grenada's National Sustainable Development Plan 2035 in its people-centric approach. People empowerment and the consistent presence of youth voices in making policies and decisions is imperative for my government's transformative agenda.
Grenada's focus for the program will be on the development of technical, vocational education training and strengthening social protection systems in the country.
Our focus on developing and strengthening TVET policies will transform technical and vocational skills into a mainstream activity for youth development and human capacity, creating an enabling environment for versatility, resulting in less poverty and unemployment. The extended impact is the development of a cadre of young persons motivated to explore their full potential to positively impact social progress.
Apart from Grenada, the program known as the Resilient Caribbean, engaging and training youth and strengthening integrated social protection sector delivery, will include Anguilla, St. Kitts and Nevis, and the British Virgin Islands. This joint program will leverage and build on regional support from the OECS Secretariat. Rosalina John, GBN News.
And still ahead, government waives fees at Lauriston Airport. This is News at 7.
Insurance scheme continues to make it easy to access our services using the MyNIS online platform. Now we're introducing a new feature that allows you to submit your benefit claims from the convenience of your smart devices. No paper, no hassle. All you have to do is log in to my.nisgrenada.org. Select claims, fill out the relevant information, and click submit. We'll take it from there. It's that simple and that easy. Submit a claim from the comfort of your home as you rest and recuperate. Enjoy the convenience of faster claim processing and monitor the status of your claim every step of the way. We are excited to introduce this new feature to better serve you. NIS is changing the game and the way you make your claim. Access anywhere and anytime with MyNIS Online.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Get the protection needed for your eyes only at Quartz Optical. Trade in and save up to 35% off your lens purchase, plus a free eye exam. Payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Book your appointment today online at www.quartzoptical.com for your eyes only. Trade in your old glasses and save up to 35% off your lenses only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Special conditions apply.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
High impact doors and windows can be yours. Now available at Caribbean Shutters Windows and Doors, agents for Domus Windows and Doors. Get custom-made UPVC products with a 20-year warranty on frames and a 5-year warranty on hardware, complete with installation and so much more. Visit our showroom at 11 Frequente Industrial Park, St. George, or call 439-1293, or visit our website at www.domuswindows.com.
A little known fact: there is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Stasia Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Stasia Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact: Stasia Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grand Anse. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services: CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679. or 406-1500, or visit any of our 3 locations. Stasia Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
The most anticipated event to end 2022 is here. The 12th edition of the Wagiti Super Knockout Football Championship starts on Saturday, 15th October at the Victoria Park, Grenville. It's 2 big opening games. From 7 p.m. Game 1, 5 Stars St. Andrew versus St. David's United. 9 p.m. Game 2, Moncton Sports Club versus Sunsetter Sports Club. Then after the games, we head stateside for the young and upcoming trending Jamaican artists. 450. 450. Alongside Vanessa Bling.
Give me good loving, yeah.
The Octane Band and top local artists. Letneck, Mr. Wacky, and Brighter Star. Admission only $40. For all this action, the 12th edition of the Wagiti Super Knockout is on. Don't miss a game.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Welcome back. Passengers traveling from Lauriston Airport Carriacou to Grenada can now do so without having to pay an airport user fee. Details in this report from Chrislina John.
With immediate effect, the airport user fee for passengers traveling from Lauriston Airport in Carriacou to Grenada has been discontinued. Passengers will no longer be required to pay the airport user fee of 10 EC dollars. Minister for Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Tevin Andrew, through his ministry, made the request for a waiver through a cabinet submission. This was approved by cabinet with support from the Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation. This is welcome news for passengers traveling between Carriacou and Grenada, who have for years been paying the fee, but are not paid by passengers traveling from Grenada to Carriacou. The minister says this now puts domestic passengers traveling to the islands on an equal footing and views this as a major achievement for his government. The Lauriston user fee was first imposed in January 1994 upon completion of rehabilitation work on the airport. Chrislina John, GBN News.
We continue to feature Child Month activities, and now it's time to take a peek through the GBN ISAW lens. Let's see the young ones on the other end of the lens today.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's Ice Up puts the St. Louis RC Girls School back in the spotlight as we continue to celebrate Child Month. Grade 5 teacher and department head at the St. Louis RC Girls School, Mr. Keon Roberts, delivered a serious message to students during the assembly led by his class. The song Watch Out My Children by Ras Shorty Eye.
My daughters of St. Louis, to you I plead. Don't get no horrors, but please stay clean. I know you don't want no summon, but my admonition is to guard you against all the evils of life that create strife and destroy life. Walk cautiously, children, be alert, because you have an enemy that's roaming the earth. I know you're young and restless, but you don't have to be careless. You see, sober thinking leads on to righteousness, to happiness, spiritual peace. That's why I tell you this. Watch out, my children. Sing with me. Watch out, my children. Got a fella, policy for with a bag of right powder. I don't want to hold your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race.
Child Month is held under the theme Children's Care and Education Matter. Let children grow, glow, and flourish. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. We'll have the sports report for you next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
your education,
for your financial freedom.
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
There was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now. We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carrico. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
You've asked for it, and now it's here. The NLA announces its new mid-morning draw, commencing September 30th at 9:45 a.m. Yes, you heard right. Draws for Pick 3, Cash 4, and Playway will now be conducted 3 times daily at 9:45 a.m., 12:45 p.m., and 7:45 p.m., Monday to Friday. The Saturday draws remains twice daily. And that's not all. Simply place your non-winning Cash 4, Pick 3, and Playway tickets valued at least $10 from a single purchase in the NLA branded box at your favorite sales location. 4 chances to win 10 prizes of $1,000 each. Whoa! $10,000 is up for winnings. Compliments the NLA. Be sure to write your name, address, and contact info on your entries before submitting. Promotion runs from September 30th to October 28th and would be drawn on Friday, November 4th, 2022. NLA, making your dreams a reality while supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
High impact doors and windows can be yours. Now available at Caribbean Shutters Windows and Doors. Agents for Domus Windows and Doors. Get custom-made UPVC products with a 20-year warranty on frames and a 5-year warranty on hardware, complete with installation and so much more. Visit our showroom at 11 Frequente Industrial Park, St. George, or call 439-1293, or visit our website at www.domuswindows.com.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro. Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
sports fans, it's been a great week for the West Indies. Let's tell you all about it. A polished half-century from Brandon King and an incisive spell of bowling from Raymond Reifer lifted two-time champions West Indies to a comfortable win over the United Arab Emirates in their first warm-up match of the ICC T20 World Cup. The stylish King led the batting with 64 off 45 balls with 7 boundaries and 2 sixes as West Indies posted 152 for 9 off their 20 overs. Skipper Nicholas Poran also looked good in touch as he struck 5 towering sixes in a knock of 46 off 31 balls. With a required rate of 7.5 per over, UAE batted steadily until Reifer was introduced. He took 3 wickets in the space of 11 balls as UAE innings went into rapid decline. They went from 52-1 to 66-5 as Reifer ended with 4-0 and then 17-3. In between, there was a brilliant run-out by Evan Lewis with a direct throw from cover to highlight an outstanding fielding display. West Indies will remain in Melbourne, where they'll have their second warm-up match against the Netherlands on Wednesday night at the MCG. First ball is 7 p.m. That's 4 a.m. Eastern Caribbean time. And from there, West Indies will travel to Hobart, Tasmania for Group B of the tournament, where they'll face Scotland, Zimbabwe, and then Ireland. And Netball Grenada has announced the Spice Girls squad for the upcoming America's World Cup qualifiers. A 12-member squad will be guided by the coach and his assistant. Althea and Khalifa McCollin have been announced for the World Cup qualifiers, which will be held from October 16th to the 22nd in Kingston, Jamaica. Veteran player Shakira Collymore is also the team captain. Also making the cut is Carleen Alexander, Letitia Cato, Selena Brown, and Jamie John. President of Netball Grenada, Alison Miller, says the squad offers a mix of the youth and experience.
Yes, we have some youth and we have some experience. Tiffany has played before, as you say, Collymore, Lottie, Cecile. So we have some experience. We have some young ones. We have Carleen, who has played on the under 23. We have Selena Brown. She has played on the junior side too. We have Carissa. We have Carissa, who is on the defense side. We have Rachel John. She too has some very good experience.
Right.
And so, in my opinion, I think we have a good balance of experience and youth.
Miller is hoping the qualifiers will provide the catalyst needed to really catapult the sport to the next level.
Of course, for us to be able to participate, I believe the game could not have asked for a better lift, you know? So we are hoping that the younger people would look at this and become excited and want to play the sport. In terms of us being able to qualify, of course, that's what we're going out there to do, to qualify and to make Grenada proud. And for us, I believe that it will even spark more interest in young people. And for people, even for people who would have moved away from the sport, we are hoping that this move can attract them to bring them back.
And finally, Victoria Park comes alive this weekend with the kickoff of the 12th edition of the Waggy Tea Super Knockout competition. 28 teams will be participating in the tournament. A doubleheader is set for the opening day, with Game 1 set to see St. David's United play 5 Stars, while Mount Horn will suit up against Sunsetters.
This tournament is regarded as the most competitive, the most organized, and the most lucrative tournament, but not only in Grenada, but in the wider region. We decided to go big this year, really big, and I think we go really, really big. The winning team in this year's tournament, the 12th edition of the Waggy Tea Super Knockout, will get a cash prize of $100,000. Nobody clapping? So the winning team this year, as I said, will get a cash prize of a check for $100,000. This is really big. The second place will be $30,000. The third prize is $15,000. The fourth prize will be $5,000. And then we have some additional prizes for the most goals. You're going to get $2,500, plus we're going to have some additional prizes.
According to Redhead, plans are already afoot for a highly charged entertainment package as well.
So this year, some of the artists, we have 450, Vanessa Bling, Intense, Silk Boss, Cranium, Massville, Second Stars. That's just some of the names, and what we're gonna do every time we have entertainment is to have a local band, and we're gonna have some of our local stars. So this year, the tournament will be starting on Saturday the 15th of October, and this year we're gonna start in Victoria Park in Grenville.
And that is what's been happening in the world of sports. Stay with us. And now for a look at what's happening around the region and the wider globe. Head of the CARICOM Reparations Commission and Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, is disappointed with an offer from the United Kingdom's Cambridge University. Cambridge has accepted it benefited significantly from the slave trade and wants to make amends. But Sir Hilary says what is being offered is not good enough. The historian, who's at the vanguard of the regional reparations push, says Cambridge University should consider collaborating with the UWI on a Center for Economic Development to transform the region's economies.
For Cambridge to identify £1 million, which they say they will allocate to research and scholarships, it is a pitiful response to a history of 400 years of engagement in slavery and colonization. And quite frankly, I wouldn't wish to say this without clearing with the Vice Chancellor, because I have a communication with him. But I will just say, I'm disappointed.
Kiev Mayor Vitaly Klitschko has made an impassioned plea to the international community in the wake of Russian missile attacks across Ukraine. He said, "This is the city of Kiev. Just an hour ago, this attack, another attack, continued attack of Russia on Ukraine killed civilians. Millions of people living in the city of Kiev in this war and so-called free world must help us Ukrainians, continuing to help us Ukrainians to stop this genocide of the Ukrainian population and destruction of life, our infrastructure, and our cities." We get more details from Al Jazeera.
This is downtown Kiev. University buildings, consulates, embassies. It's about as civilian as you can get. Now, the cleanup has already got rid of much of the destruction, but when the missile hit, it was Monday morning rush hour. People going to work in their cars were caught up in the inferno, and this is just one of several such sites around the city. I asked Vitaly Klitschko, Kiev's mayor, for his response.
What Russians did is genocide of Ukrainian population. They need Ukraine without Ukrainians. And we have a lot of numbers. People who died today, civilians and civilian infrastructure, capital of Ukraine, peaceful city.
He threatened more attacks. So what's the message to residents of Kiev? Should they be scared?
Kiev, capital of Ukraine, was target and still target from Russians. And that's why, please, pay attention. If you listen the warning, attack, please go to the bunkers.
Not since the start of the war has this city suffered such an onslaught. For months, people have been ignoring the sirens because they thought that the danger had passed. Well, Monday feels very, very different. And the question is, will Vladimir Putin be good on his word that there's more to come?
And that's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe. Stay with us. We'll come back to take a look at our own top headlines. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Catholic Bishop reminds the regional security system it exists not for the sake of our governments, but for the people. Labor Minister seeks unity with trade unions to tackle the issue of pension reform. Grenada Cancer Society says reduced volunteerism is impacting the organization's ability to care and provide attention required. And in around the globe, in regional news, I'm disappointed. Sir Hilary Beckles reacts to Cambridge University's reparations offer. In international news, Kiev mayor says what Russians did is genocide of Ukraine population. And in sports, Spice Girls squad announced for upcoming netball tournament. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television's Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you for joining us. Good night.